Uh-oh, what's happened? Oh, there we go. Oh, I'll never be able to do a seamless transition where I want it to be kind of like, oh, hello, welcome everybody. But instead I'm like, ha ha ha. Anybody? I can't even speak right now. That's a good way to start a talk show. So let me just put this down. Welcome everybody to the 4th edition of Hanging Out here with me. How are you all? Who's in the chat? Let's say hello to some people before we get the ball rolling. And do let me know if there's any technical issues before we start off here, because you know it's a minefield of technical issues when anything that I do is concerned. So hello, I'm guessing this has gone live. Is this live, says Walter Samuel? Yes, it is. Hello, Jonathan. Big up to Foxy Cat in the chat. Hi Lucy, watching a live stream of trying to platinum Crash Bandicoot 2. Good luck. Yes, people, I'm only going to say this at the beginning, because I don't want to, well, actually, should I say this later on in the episode? I don't know. But I don't want to talk about the thing, alright? The big cloud of omnicity, which is The Last of Us leaks, okay? Because I don't want, like, I'm a bit worried that even talking about it might, you know, ignite somebody. So, it's bad, but I just want to say, in the words of Ellie, after all this time, after everything we've been through, it can't be for nothing. I kind of went American at the end, just for it. So, let's try and be pure, let's try and be safe on the internet, and not, like, find out what's going to happen, because that would be sad. You know, we've waited all this time. Can't be for nothing. So good, hello, let's see who's going on before that. You know, that was a serious message at the beginning of the show. Who we got here? Cursed Teardrop. Yay, all sounds good, thank you so much. Dennis Livio, hello. Jazz, Dylan, hello. Sawyer Nathan, hello. Tim, hi. My god, there's so many people. Hello. Graham Bank, hi. Adam Beavers, well, is asking what energy drink I'm on today. Well, it's a little bit of a mishmash, and I don't really know what's going to happen, because I was feeling a little sluggish in the afternoon at work, alright? And I was like, I need more than just sugar. And I did. Something that I don't do lightly. I drank some coffee. So this could go one of two ways. I'm not good on coffee. Like, literally, it ignites an alarm clock of just madness in my brain and makes, well, I feel like now it's already happening, but I'm going to try and, I've also got some Vimto. Oh, and this is the mug of the day. Not me, the mug. It's a classic PlayStation 1 sort of mug. When you put hot water in it, it will, lots of game titles will appear on it, but I just have Vimto today. But that is a cheeky tease for later on into the show, something we may or may not be talking about. I've also got a lot of props here today, just to, you know, just to put it out there. There's a lot more things perhaps happening, which may or may not work out, but let's all hope and pray. Fox's Cat says she loves coffee, so I had a bit of a flat white. Sometimes I, oh, there's my sister Natasha, hello, welcome. Yeah, sometimes when I drink flat whites, I shouldn't really, I literally can't sleep, even though I drank it at like 1:30, and I had to give up, and I had to say to my coffee drinking friends, I'd be like, so, I'm gonna go for a decaf, and they were like, and I was like, oh, I was a little bit embarrassed to show my true coffee nature, that I couldn't hang with the big boys in the coffee league, and I had a decaf, and the next week I was like, screw it, I'm having a hot chocolate with, and then when the man went to the man, aka my friend, went to the counter, and then he turned around and was like, do you want marshmallows and cream with that? And I was like, yes. And me trying to be an adult, orders marshmallow. Actually, I'd like to retract a bit of that statement, actually. I get, you don't get sucked in with the marshmallow. The allure of the marshmallows always sounds better than the actual marshmallows, because you know what happens, right? Cream, all the way. I'm all over the cream. Cream is good, you know, you drink a bit of that, you wait for the coffee or your hot chocolate beverage of choice. You can mash them up if you want a mocha. You wait for that to get cool, and then you can drink it with the, you know, the cream. But the problem with the marshmallows is, do you need a spoon? Okay, are you now scooping this up? Also, then it gets a bit all like curmudgeonly and like, a curmudgeonly marshmallow at the bottom, and then you're like, this was a mistake. Anyways, oh no, someone says the caffeine is working. Right, the show hasn't even begun yet, so let's hello everybody here, Little Devil, hi. All right, let's start professionally now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome tonight's host. It is the platinum making, dark soul taking, Ayatollah of Pepsi Cola, power walker, even faster talker, mouth at the southeast, Oh, monkey people's elbow, saving your grannies all over Tesco's. Now I'm going to get to the mouth of the southeast. Like so, pepperoni pizza, but we'll concede to a meat feast. It is your host, it's your girl, Looney XP, aka me, Lucy, for another edition of Locking It Down Live with Lucy. I thought that would go slightly better, but all the words got a little bit... I was trying to channel like an old school promo, and it ended up just flubbing all the words, but you just say it with confidence. So what do we got coming up on the show today? Oh my god, I probably shouldn't drink coffee. I think it's the moral of the story. But the thing is, I was just feeling so tired. I shouldn't have had a pizza for lunch. That was the mistake, okay? Right, that was a loud motorbike. Don't know if you heard that. So, you know, it's not all just me talking about coffee, which was not on the agenda. So... what do we got? We got the check-in. So we're going to go through the lowlights and the highlights of the week. Bit of a boring week this week, I have to say. Nothing really happened, so I've had to really pull out anything that I could think of. I actually do quite like... I do enjoy writing the show notes. It's quite fun. Then we got some topics of the day or the week that I'd like to go through. It depends what I want to talk about. I've kind of put here a loose topic. Like I said, I feel like there's nothing to say. Maybe a new segment. There's a tease. Oh, but there's a new segment, and then there's a new segment. Okay, which will get you hopefully it will enlighten your creative buzz. We're trying to do something different today. There is of course the story time, the hero from Tesco's. That is a small one. Then there will be the Q&A at the end of the show, but not before. Yes, the Q&A comes before the lockdown showdown. Now today, normally I play. As seen by Lucy, but I don't want this show to become formulaic, okay? I don't want you to be like, oh, okay, we're going through the ropes, okay? This time, the lockdown showdown is going to be something a little bit more highbrow, okay? It's not all just me talking about absolute nonsense. It's going to be a poem, okay? We're going to have a poetic recital at the end of the show. Yes, you thought this show couldn't get, if I loosely termed a show, you thought this couldn't get any more, to the Ritz. I don't know why I'm thinking about food now, but, honest, professional. Aren't you just sitting here thinking that this is the illusion, whatever this word that I'm trying to purvey with my hands is? Because, normally, when you put Lucy and professionalism together, they're like opposite ends of the spectrum. They're so far on the spectrum today, ladies and gentlemen, that if the world was a circle, which it might well be, they're now touching, okay? Because the line is infinite, and when the lines end... which there is an end at some point, they probably come back round in a circle, and now we're touching professionalism and Lucy. That's today. Oh my god. Right. Shall we start? Oh, here we are. Bethany's here. Good. Oh man, I should probably. Oh god, I'm not drinking coffee again. The thing is, I don't actually feel anything until I start talking, and then I'm like, oh god, pizza is never a mistake. Those are words to live by. Good on you. Right. Let's kick off the check-in with the lowlights of the week, okay? If you have a lowlight you would like to share, please put it in the chat and I shall read it out, because we need the balance, okay? We're all just sitting in our homes. So this week, my lowlight was I felt like I had a creative block, aka writer's block. I was struggling a lot with because I'm a digital designer, so a lot of my job is to, be on Photoshop and make stuff and be creative, and I just find it sometimes really hard to just be creative. And I was like proper stressing out about this. I was like, because I had to make something. I was like, oh my God, the pressure to be creative. And I was like, oh my God. But eventually, this now comes to the highlight. I just had a spark of creativity finally. I mean, sometimes it can be difficult. I don't know if anyone else feels this, but when you have to make something and you're just not feeling it. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? I wasn't feeling it, Mr. Krabs, okay? And then eventually I had an idea, and the person that I had to make it for really liked it. They told me today, they were like, oh, that was good creative, and I was like, yay! So I was really happy. That moves into the highlight. Another low light was some Luna. She hurt her paw. She had a poorly paw earlier in the week. She's fine now. I don't know what it is. I think it's more of an anxiety thing. Sometimes she just gets really sad, and she doesn't even want her true love of the ball when she gets into this sad state. So we had to take her to the vet. I didn't. I was working. Someone else did. And the vets now, I believe the new system is you take the dog, which I always find it funny when you go to the vet, for those of you who know. When you sit in the waiting room, all the other dogs are like, all the cats are like, meh, in the cages. Other animals are making their animal sounds. Sirens are on my end, by the way, in case, I don't know, for some madness you're driving while listening to this. Or, I don't know, doing other heavy machinery. No, but that's when you're not allowed to listen to things that make you fall asleep when you're listening to heavy machinery. Because I used to listen to hypnosis once upon a time, and they were like, please don't listen to this recording if you're operating heavy machinery or driving. Maybe that should be the thing. Please don't listen to this podcast / Hangout whilst doing heavy machinery or driving. Anyways, you go to the vet with your animal and they go, they don't call your name, they go, Luna Reed? And you're like, oh yeah, that's Luna. So they call the animal's name. Anyway, now at the vet, you take your dog in, and I think the vet takes the dog and rings you. So I think Luna's fine. So those are my 2 lowlights. What's everyone else? No lowlights for me, says Robin. Had a pretty good week. 3 days, I guess. Good. Well, I'm making a new week, everybody, okay? In a world where there are no weeks, the new week is Wednesday to Wednesday. I mean, to be honest though, my friend did say to me once upon a time, aka 2 weeks ago, she was like, the week only ends when the NHS clap happens. And I was like, that is very true. It's the only landmark we have in our lives now. I mean, my days are separated with when I sit at the work laptop versus when I sit at my personal laptop. That's how I know when it's the weekend, not the weekend. Low light was the Last of Us drama. Oh God, yeah, that's all we're going to say that. Yes, that is a low light. But then Tim's also saying highlight was platinums for Last of Us and Uncharted. No, the last of the Uncharted platinums, 2 to 4. Congratulations, very good. Highlight of the week from Jonathan was beating Majo without cheating items in Judgment. Low light was having an error occurring right now for Judgment. That is sad. Yes, the Q&A will be at the end of the stream. Low light is not reading today when you said what you said was going to, but I'm a not reading today when you said you're going to, but you are a procrastinator. Do you know what? I'm not much of a reader. I tried to read at the weekend. I sat outside, found an old magazine, attempted to read words printed on a page, and got a headache. I'm just not very good at reading. Anyway, so the low light, that was my low light. So my highlight is that I finally made the thing, and I was very happy, and I was pleased that it came out well. My other highlight, actually, is you guys, okay? Because during the week, as I was saying, I was feeling very frustrated and stressed out, and I got a lot of nice comments from people, and I was like, and it really lifted me, and people saying that they enjoyed the show and stuff, and it has really helped me, I actually look forward, well, not that I didn't look forward to support, but I'm going to make the show and do a thing and talk about stuff and just, blah. So I saw a particular comment that said that someone messaged me saying that they had coronavirus, and I was like, damn, but they listened to the show and my videos and stuff, and I'm like, well, thanks, that made me really happy to hear that I was able to help. And then I did read another comment where someone said, is it weird talking out loud to yourself? It's weirdly not weird. I don't know. I think I would be more nervous if you were all sitting in front of me. I probably would be like, hi. I know that sounds, well, unless I was on the old coffee, maybe I might be like, ah. But so yes, thank you so much for all the comments. It really does help. And whilst I can't, I do really try and get back to people. This is a bit of housekeeping now, everybody. Housekeeping. That's my new housekeeping jingle. I try and reply to people on YouTube and Twitter. Other than that, I can't, or on the Discord actually, or on the Discord channel. Other than that, I found that PSN messages, I can't keep up with it because now I'm getting thrown into all these group chats. I keep getting thrown into a group chat called Lucy or something, and it's literally everyone called Lucy. Now, I love meeting a Lucy as much as the next person. Lucy's unite. I'm all for it. It's called Lucy Loose Chat or something. I was like, what is this alternative universe I've fallen into? So I get put into a lot of these group chats. I get a lot of spam bot messages where robots go, stay safe, Lucy. And I'm like, well, thank you, robot spam. It's very nice that the robots care. Occasionally I have, I dabble in robot world when the stream goes a bit funny. So I do appreciate the robot love, but at the same time, it's hard to sift through when people send PSN messages. Same with Instagram DMs. I read them, but once you accept the person, then it all goes to, it goes into, I'm sure most people are very nice and stuff, but once you open up the Instagram DMs, who knows what's going to happen. One person once told me they were a welder, and they wanted to take me on a date. And I was like, what's happened? We were just talking about video games, and now I'm on a welding date. So yeah. What's going on? So that was the highlight, is the comments. What else? Oh, I also played a very good game of Pictionary Online with my friends. That picked me up a lot. So shout out to Ben and Fran at work. We try and do a game in lunch where we pick a game, we try and play it over lunch. And this week's game was Pictionary, or last week's even. So we got the Pictionary word random generator website up, and then we had the timer, and we were like, okay, go, and we drew some things. Oh, I should have downloaded those pictures to show, but I forgot to do that. So that was a lot of fun. So if you're struggling to think of something to do with people, like, because, you know, this is the only way we can interact with each other is through the medium of video, maybe try a game of Pictionary. Or Countdown. We did play Countdown once. That went over quite well. Although the thing is with these games is that I don't win any of them. I thought, oh my god, I had a good shot with Pictionary, but I got bested by 1 point. God damn it. So, but I'm there for the participation award. What's everybody saying? I prefer meeting people with the same birthday as me. That's interesting. I never really thought about a birthday meet-up. Do we put that on Craigslist or something? Hi everybody, my name's Lucy. I'm looking for a birthday party with other people's whose birthday that is. Maybe. I don't know. Do people do that? Oliver says hello. Yes, Robin had the spam messages too. Tim, hello. Oh, another Tim. Got 2 Tims. Mike is asking, did I accept the offer? I'm not even joking. I don't want to throw this... This was, I think, last year. This person, the welding man, it wasn't just, hey, I'm a welder, do you want to go out? There was an essay with it about his welding abilities, which, you know, maybe I'm more of a carpenter person. I don't know. What can I say? All right, let's move on to the next part. So those are my 2 main highlights. Oh, and as we're on the check-in, I just want to say as a message, make sure to check in on a friend. That's my my message of the week, you know. Some people, like... You know, you have your core friends, but there might be that person out there that you talk to now and again. Just give them a little message, you know, just give them a hi, and it might just make their day, because, you know, it's quite nice when someone that you don't really expect just, you know, sends you a little hi, and like, it's like, how you doing? Because now we're getting to that point where it's 7 weeks in. Look, I've now put some little bits of the set here. I do this every day, and at the end of the show we will do a live cross-off of the next day. This is week 7, and now it's getting to the point where maybe there are some people out there in your life that you would have talked to or seen around town or something. So, you know, just give them a shout. Jasmine DeBecker is saying, hi, finally caught you live. Well, hello and welcome. This is very exciting. Blazing Lady Kush is saying Red Dead 2 will be any next platinum. Finish the story. Oh, that's your next platinum. Well, congrats. I mean, I still need to get on that. Right, so the next highlight of the week is going to go into my topic of the week. Topic of the week, which is at the weekend. So my family, we watched a show called Quiz, which was about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you know, the infamous coughing scandal. I'm not sure how well this is going to go over with other international audience people that may be here, but basically there was a show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Pretty sure people know of it. And there was this guy who coughed. Well, no, he didn't cough. There was someone else coughing in the audience to help him win £1 million. So we watched this show. We were all like, oh, is he guilty? Is he not guilty? And that reminded us that back in the day, I used to watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with my mum, like, all the time. Like, we would sit down. I remember watching Judith Keppel, like, win. I'm like, oh my god, she's so smart. So because I'm a dumb kid, and as a dumb kid who didn't have the internet, you would just, you know, rock up at Game, or wherever you could buy fine video game establishment items, and you'd just be like, I want that one. But not quite. You'd look at the box a bit and be like, oh. So we bought the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire PS1 game. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. That's how... Quiz was very good, says Mike. I'm glad somebody else watched it. Tasha is also... by the way, Natasha Reed is my sister. She's not a phony. She's one of the Reedlings that I've just named ourselves now. I always think that the Reedlings would be a great little, like, you know, Jackson 5 or, you know, nursery or maybe even a series of books. Anyways, copyright Lucy Reed in case anyone wants to steal the Reedlings' identities. So yeah, we decided to bust out Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on PS1. I don't know why we bought this game because I know nothing. I know nothing. But here we go. Let's go to clip of the week. Here is a clip of us playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at the weekend. Okay, it was thrilling stuff. I'm sure you'll see. So all these questions are from like before 2000. So I was like 10. All right, let's monkey in the back. Roll the footage.
We'll have to phone Mum in real life.
Which Formula One Grand Prix takes place at the Intergalo circuit? Brazil, Australia, Portugal. Mum would know this, or Belgium.
Dad would know this.
Interlagos.
Well, we can just take a guess.
Oh no, I'll do 50-50 first at least.
Of course, yeah. We can't lose. No matter what happens, we're going to get £32,000.
I would go for... I'd go for Brazil, maybe. It sounds like a Brazilian word. It could be Portuguese, actually. Brazilian and Portuguese. I said Brazilian!
Yeah. That's where Ayrton Senna died.
That's what I said Brazilian at first.
It is Brazilian.
So just go for it.
Oh, let's go for it then.
Let's do Brazil.
I think. Well, we can't lose, can we? We can't.
Well, you want to do your shot in the dark with your 50-50?
Now Dad's saying it's definitely we can use.
Oh,
We can
okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
We're getting up with 125,000.
Okay, do it.
So we can't get it wrong, can we?
No, we can't, but it would be sad.
Whatever happens, we're going to leave with 32,000.
Yeah.
Which is
Alright.
11,000 each.
Go.
It says Brazilian.
Yeah, Dad watches Formula 1.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You had nothing to lose by playing this question.
Yeah.
And you have a
Yes!
£4,000.
Good.
25,000.
How much is 64,000 split into 4? We've got to split with Dad now.
Oh, yeah.
Away from
Which of these provided the voice of Tex Tucker in Jerry Anderson's TV series Four Feathers Falls? What the? Kenneth
Dad
Conrad.
would, the audience would know this one. The only I know who Nicholas Parsons
That's the only
is.
name I
He died-
recognise.
He was in Curse the Fenric and he died quite recently.
Did we do a 50-50?
You might know this one.
But even if we went 50-50, would we even know about the two that are left?
If Nicholas
You do 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think we should do 50-50.
Yeah, we have to. We can't just walk away.
I'll tell you.
Why can't we walk away?
No, we'll do 50-50
Because
first.
Okay,
we
yeah.
come here.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Okay, you want to get 50-50, use your lifeline.
If Nicholas Parsons still here, I might go for him.
Wrong answers, please. Leaving the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer.
I don't know if it's gonna.
So, what do you
Nicholas Parsons is still there. Nicholas Parsons is still there.
I'm saying we walk away.
I think we'll have to walk away.
Let's
as
walk
well.
away. We don't know. We just 100% don't know.
We'll have £16,000
Well, then
each.
But then, if we walk away, we'll have 32,000.
No, we'll have 64,000 if we
We'll
walk
have
away.
£64,000.
That's £16,000 each.
No, sorry. Say if we get this wrong, what happens?
We'll go down to 32,000.
No, yeah, we don't want to go down to
Not
30,000.
bad.
No, but we've got 64,000.
Yeah, but Lucy, this is
It's
a
true.
game.
I like Imogen's thinking.
All right, just go for it. We can make it to 64 next
What's
time.
32,000 split into 4?
Not as much as
Well,
64,000.
we can cut that out. I know.
Yeah.
The three.
All right, go for it. No,
Yes.
I think we're gonna lose.
You don't
Well,
know
if you think-
No, just click it. We're not walking away. We'll just play
I'm
the.
picking these two.
It's
Just
been-
pick D.
We've discussed this for too long. to walk
Right, do it.
away.
Final answer. Yes.
Yes. I mean, yes.
Oh.
Oh, you were doing so well.
Oh.
But now you've done even
Yeah!
There we go. That was clip of the week. Did you know the answer? I was watching the chat very intently, and it seemed like I think a lot of people got. A cat was saying A for the first one. Now Kenneth has dropped a bombshell on me right now because I was just about to compliment Chris Tarrant on his voice acting abilities, but it sounds like Kenneth Roberts is telling me that it's not really Chris Tarrant, and I'm now in a state of disbelief because I was like, the dude sounds so much like. It's him! So can we get confirmation from Kenneth, if that is? Also, I'm very glad that someone enjoyed the clip of the week. I might try and keep that up then, if that's an enjoyable thing for you. The one annoying thing about clip of the week is that I can't hear the clip, so I'm just watching it and hoping that people are hearing it. I don't know how to set it up so that I also can enjoy, because I would like to. I also have another idea of another thing I would like to do, but I need to be able to hear the clip to be able to react to it. Anyways, I'm glad that that was the dog was confused. Yes, Luna's always confused when we're all together in a room like that, because she's like, what's happening? It's family time. But yes, there we go. So we actually walked away that day with £125,000. The next question was something we didn't know the answer to, so we just walked away in the end. So that was a lot of fun. I think that's and then the thing is that you get on the leaderboard at the end, which is good. So I'm not sure. My brother seems to think that my mum did win £1 million once, but that's what we used to. That's what we used to play. Because I didn't know what good games were out there. We just went with Farrell saying, "Oh my god, you guys were so excited." It did get very tense. We did there was also a mode where you verse each other, so that got, oh my god, and you can actually phone a friend. Like, so basically, when you pick phone a friend, they've got like a catalogue of people, and it's like bring. You're like, oh my god, who's it gonna ring? And it's like, hello, oh it's me, Karen, and it's like, Karen, of course. And then she's like. Now, what is impressive is that Karen actually spoke about the question. She's like, "Oh, I don't know. I think it's might be a tennis player, perhaps. But it's been a while since I watched the news." Boom, and I'm like, "Well, thanks for that, Karen. That was really freaking enlightening. Like, I'm pretty sure that 80% of the time, the phone a friend people were freaking, like, not correct. So, I might play it one time, and we might actually ring a real life friend. I mean, we did cheat and ask my dad quite a lot of times. That was our 4th lifeline. So there we go. We played that, which got me thinking, okay, which is a topic that I'd like to discuss. What were the rubbishy PS1 games that you used to play that you really enjoyed? So I've brought out a collection of mine today that I could find. Now, sadly, I don't have all the games I ever owned because I was a bad child and never really looked after my games properly. I wish I did. So after that, we played The Weakest Link. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. I do have... Here's who... Oh, no, that's a spoiler alert. That's a spoiler alert for a later game. Oh, God. I told you, the props are flying. Oh, actually, maybe I don't have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire here. Oh, yeah, no, I do. There we are. That is the disc for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So that was a good one. So then we played The Weakest Link. Now, did The Weakest Link make it across the Atlantic? Or other countries of your choice that you may live in or not? Yes, because that had Anne Robinson. Now, that's quite a funny one to play, actually. I do want to play some of these games and put them on videos of something, because the Anne Robinson, she's like, who has let the side down? Who's sinking the ship? It's time to play The Weakest Link. Do-do-do-do. So that was pretty fun. Again, we were hopeless because we just don't know the answers to anything. Plus, I think it's a little unfair that we have, as my brother said, Hogs of War! Oh my God, Cursed Teardrop, we have Hogs of War somewhere. Oh my God, what a game. My friend introduced me to Hogs of War. I had that Rick, that guy where... I don't suppose, blah, blah, blah. Like the Tommy Trotters and looks like the Reds are romping to victory. Oh my God, is it me? Oh my God, what a game Hogs of War is. Yes, bring these old cats saying, oh my God, I remember The Weakest Link. Time Crisis gave you good memories. So that's The Weakest Link. We also have here a classic that I mentioned in my Q&A video, which was Popstar Maker Home Studio. My brother came up with the idea. He said I should make a theme song for the show based on out of this. Maybe that would be my weekend thing. At the weekend, I'm going to do a lot of troubleshooting because, the production values for this show are through the roof. You know when they said there's no expense spared? Well, what if your expense budget is 0? Nothing is spared. That's what I'm saying. We're going by the seat of our pants or whatever the quote is. So Popstar Maker, it's a pretty rubbish game, but it was a lot of fun. Bomberman's a classic, Bethany. All right. Spice Girls on PS1. What is Spice Girls? Let's have a look at what else we got here. Now, this is another one that I'm pretty sure I 100% of this game. Donald Duck Quack Attack. Somebody stop Childhood Lucy, because she's on a frickin' mission here. She's like playing all of these Disney tie-ins, all of this crap, while you were out living your life playing classics like Metal Gear Solid 1. Lucy was playing this, and she freaking loved it. Alright, I'm trying to keep the show, I'm the rated PG superstar. Almost, the coffee is getting me on the swears. For some reason, I've decided I don't want to swear on this show for whatever reason. I bet episode 1 I dropped the F-bomb straight away somehow, but I don't know, I'm trying to restrain myself, God, who knows who's watching. So yeah, Donald Duck Quack Attack, what a terrible but fun game. I spent many an hour doing that. And we also have a little bit of the old... Matt Bellard is saying, oh my God, Quack Attack, yes. See, I don't want to call out the good games, because someone's mentioning the Harry Potter games, and I love the Harry Potter games. They're good. Oh, yes, I remember Quack Attack. Oh, God, I never played Croc, actually. God, I'm loving seeing this trip down memory lane. Chicken Run, like I said, God stop Lucy, because if she watched a movie and there was a game for it, by God, she was going to buy it. Now, Chicken Run is a movie... That was okay, Where there's a will, there's a way. That's all I remember. That was a terrible accent. But there was some really hard knitting game in this or something. We had to press the buttons. Did beat this one though. So Chicken Run is a good one. Now I also have a nemesis here. Where is my Oh, what do we got here? We got Toy Story 2. I'm not going to say this is a bad game, because I think this was a pretty good game. It's Toy Story 2. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. That was good. I did beat that. I still remember beating that. Lego Star Wars. No, there's one game... Now, this game... Dinosaur. Does anybody remember the hit animated Disney classic Dinosaur? I got so stuck on this game that I got so angry. And because back then there was no internet for me to check how to do things, so I would load up this game, and it was something to do with you had to dig a hole to get the water, because the big scene is like, oh, we've been walking for days, and he's like, keep on walking, because there's that guy who's really like, you know, the main dinosaur who's like, you know, almost dictatorship. He's like, we have to get to the place. No, there's no resting. And then there's, you know, Allah, I think his name's Allah, something like that. I can't remember. And he's like looking after the elderly dinosaurs, and there's a bit where they're like, oh, we really want to drink some water, so you've got to go around digging the water. Hadn't a clue how to get this water out. My god, I didn't like Dinosaur. Why are you holding them like that? Like what am I doing? I don't know. Is this am I doing disc abuse? Is this disc abuse? I don't know. But seeing as you enjoyed clips so much, I do have a clip from the second game that I ever got for PS1. So the first game I ever got for PS1 was A Bug's Life. And my dad likes to always remind me about how when I first booted up the game on PS1, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I don't have the disc of Bug's Life still. Unfortunately, I couldn't even get past the tutorial. And I got so angry that apparently I put myself to bed. Yes, I couldn't get past. And that was very good, actually, because when you lost, Hopper would come up and be like, do you think this is a game? Well, guess what? You just lost, which is a clip from the, you talk too fast. Sorry, I should slow down. Do tell me if I'm starting to talk too fast. I get a little bit excitable. Anyways, this is the second. Let's bring up the old clip reel. This is the second game that I ever got for my PS1. We're going to watch a trailer now for it. I went to my local video store and I said, it's my birthday. And he said, little kid, I don't know why you speak like this. I don't know why I'm a pirate. But he had like a very pirate look to him. He had like a big bushy beard and white hair. And now he owns an aquarium. It's a bit of a change in profession from video man to aquarium man. But here we are. And he said, little girl, you may have this game for free. And the game he gave me for free was this gem. Let's see if this works. Oh, look, it's a classic. I wonder if I could speak during this. This is a game before its time, ladies and gentlemen. It was almost like open world before open world existed, almost. It's a great... Look at this. Look, I wasn't even that big of a fan of the Rugrats. But I had it. I think Bethany remembers this game. But it was hours of fun. God, some of that... The music was very good as well. I'm not sure what's happening in the game. Oh, there's Tommy. Oh. Very good. There we go, everybody. That was the second game I ever had on PlayStation. Yes, people are saying, yeah, we can hear. Oh, good. Because well, some of the clips I need to be silent, but some of them I want to give my own feedback and react to them. So, yeah, as I said, a game before its time. I do remember one specific clip, which was like you had to do a race with Chucky, and Chucky was like, oh, the only thing that runs faster than me is my nose, or something along those lines. I remember thinking, God, that's pretty good. Oh, Philip says that I'm not a native English speaker. Sorry, I will try my best. I get a little bit excitable. Someone's asking which Rugrat am I? No, like I said, I wasn't a massive Rugrats fan. I mean, I would watch it. I mean, do you remember when the Rugrats was like the Nickelodeon franchise player, the flagship show, and then a little old sponge called SpongeBob came along and woof, it was gone. And so I think till this day, SpongeBob is still the flagship of the show. Bethany says she loves this game. Yeah. Oh, what a game! What a game! So there we go. Those are some of my picks for PS1 games that I had in my collection that I really enjoyed. But looking back, there were probably better things I should have spent my time on. I mean, I'm going to stand by some of them. I'm going to stand by the Monsters Inc. PS1 game. That was a good one. Obviously, I played Crash Bandicoot. I mean, oh god, people have played this game. I loved Rugrats as a kid. Oh, Kenneth Roberts saying his first game on PS1 was Mortal Kombat Trilogy. A Ren and Stimpy fan. I've never watched that. So I'm glad. Now, Tasha, you're moving a step ahead. My sister is saying Pop Idol. That's a PS2 game. We're not on PS2 games. Oh my god, Stevie's talking about all grown up. I really want to shout it out. All grown up with you. That was weird. That was the theme song for that, wasn't it? God, now we're talking. Now there's all the Nickelodeon shows that Drake and Josh. That was. I never thought it would be so simple, but I found a way. I mean, I've just realised I'm singing all of these things. I mean, if you want to copyright strike me, Nickelodeon, come at me, bro. I mean, I'm just promoting shows from the 2000s. You know, I'm giving you the cashola here. Crash Bash. Oh my god, I love Crash Bash, and it's like my endeavour to one day get 200% on that game. But I don't think I'll ever be good enough to do it. Why are my glasses so big? Because they are. You know what? I hate going to the optician. Side story. But, I walked around and the woman was just like, oh, try them on. And then I was like, I don't know. And the woman said to me very sincerely, like, I don't know how to help you because they all look good on you. And I was just like, well, of course you're going to say that. You're not going to say, none of these look good on you. You need to leave the shop and go somewhere else. Jesus Christ. So, there we go. Shall we move on to, do you know what? What's the time? We're already on 8:35. I do have another segment I'd like to go through. Let's do story time first. And it's a short story this week. I realised that I teased the hero of Tesco's last week, and then I've come to realise it is quite a short story. So last week, previously on Locking It Down with Lucy, I exposed my skeleton. Sort of, not really. Well, that's a weird sentence. I'm not going to say that. I'm not Robin Williams. No, not Robin. Robbie Williams in I Don't Want to Rock DJ. Do you remember that song and he starts ripping off his skin? That's not what's going to happen here. There's going to be no skin ripping. But I have a weird skeleton. So, you see, my elbow does this, and everyone was like shocked horror. I was like, what are you doing? Because I just have a weird skeleton, everybody, My skeleton, that happens, I've got a double jointed jaw, I can suck my stomach in like proper far, like more far, where I'm like, what's happening to my organs right now? I don't think I can demo that on the stream. That might get me, I don't know, not even copyright strike, that might just get me banned from the universe. But, yeah, my skeleton, it pops and, see, here on Locking It Down with Lucy, we ask the important questions on the show, like, what's your favourite bone to crack? Now I'm going to tell you, mine's a rarity, okay? It doesn't happen every day. But when it does happen, it's sweet, sweet, sweet. And my favourite is the shoulder bone. Now yes, crazy young, my elbow, it's not the arms again. I'm putting them away, don't worry. They will come back in the story. Put the arms away. Please put the arms away. Anyways, I enjoy a good, that happens here. Oh, I do also enjoy a little... Like, that's the spine. That's the spine going... The worst bone that I hate when it cracks is my hip bone, because that's just uncomfortable. Nobody wants some of that. This is a singing show. So yeah, I don't like the hip crack. Maybe one day I should record all my bone cracks and then and then make a song out of it and be like... So that's anyways. I like cracking my knuckles on my right elbow. Now people do say, do it, Lucy, suck it in. maybe. Now people say that you shouldn't be cracking your bones, but for people who don't understand, it's like an addiction. You can feel it. It wants to happen. And who am I to deny the bones? I don't know what's happening in there, but you've got it. And some people hate when they hear that crack, but I'm just like, if I can't do it, then I'm like, ugh. Anyways. Oh, and my shoulders. I'm glad other people enjoy it. Neck. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, I just had a bit of a crack there. Great. But it's all about the crack, as they say. Oh, my ankle's cracked due to a sporting injury. Sounds interesting. I think I have a foot injury, but that's another story. We need to get to the story in hand. Or in arm. That was terrible. Which is the hero from Tesco's. Okay, so once upon a time, in a distant future, where human beings went to the shops and were close to each other, I went to Tesco's. I don't know why. I don't normally go to the shops. I'm not sure what provoked this shopping experience, but I think I wanted to get some chocolate milk or something because I'm a grown-up. So I went to the shop and there was this old lady and she was struggling to grab something out of the fridge. And she was like, oh, excuse me, young lady, would you mind grabbing me this pot of fruit? Now, the thing that she was trying to grab was quite far back and behind some other fruit that she didn't want. So I tried to get in there, but the fridge thing, we know what we're talking about, okay? The fridge does that in the shop. So the door was stuck. And so it was like, oh, it's a little bit difficult to get in there. Now I'm just trying to think, what is the best way to perform, this is a reconstruction, okay? So I get my arm in there. Sorry, by the way, for those of you I was going to say a sour disposition, but that's not what it is. For those of you at a delicate disposition, avert your eyes, avert your gaze at the elbow, okay? Just imagine it. I'm terrible with gore. So I put my arm in. The woman is now standing here. And this is like, this is my superhero power, okay? And I get in there, and I'm able to go around, like, the ones that are in the way and get the back. And the woman goes, oh my God, your arm! And I was like, don't worry. I got this. I didn't wink, because that would have been creepy. But I feel like when you're retelling a story, you've got to beef it up a little bit and look like the hero that you want to be. So I was like, don't worry, I got this. And maybe my tooth might have twinkled a little bit, you know. Ding! And she was like, oh, in horror. And I was like, and I grabbed that piece of fruit and I pulled it around. I was like, here you go, ma'am. Enjoy your day. I didn't say that at all. No, I said, here you go. And she was like, oh, thank you, young lady. She didn't speak like that either. And then I trotted off and I felt like a good citizen. That was my good deed for the day. So there we go. It's a very short story. That was the hero from Tesco's. And that is how I was able to use my elbows for good. Okay? So whilst you were all, yes, the double jointed elbow, it has made a return. I will put them away now. Who am I to deny the facts? So sometimes I don't even know what I say half the time. God, now I just want to crack my knuckles. I know that people hate that sound, so I'm going to try and stop that. But yeah, that's that is the hero from Tesco's. Okay, well, let's move on to. Do you know what? We've got 20 minutes of the show left. There's also another segment, a brand new segment, ladies and gentlemen. That I'm gonna skip the next segment and move on to. I'm just reading my notes because it's a little bit. Okay, we're going to move on to a new segment today, and it's called Arts and Crafts with Lucy. So let's just, Hi, I'm Lucy, and today we're going to be doing some lockdown arts and crafts. Now, all you need for this arts and crafts is very simple, okay, because I want to make sure that, you know, you guys are, you know, you're getting those creative juices flowing, okay? Let's just take a drink. And this is something simple that almost everybody can do at home, I think, and this is something I started in the office, okay? Now, I have a love for baby bells, and I've created the Baby Bella Army, okay? So, when I was a kid, I used to go to my grandma's, and my grandma used to feed us, like, a hell of a lot of food. She would be like, you'd be eating the food, and you wouldn't even got halfway through, and she'd be like, Lucy, do you want some more? And I'm like, thanks, Grandma, but I haven't even finished my first plate yet. I mean, but then, so after eating dinner, she would ask you if you wanted bread and butter, and I'd be like, yes, please, I want a bit of bread and butter. After eating the bread and butter, she'd be like, actually, my grandpa would be like, do you want a baby bell? Well, yes, I want a baby bell. Ta-da! Baby bell, baby! So what I would do is I would, let's see, this is, am I going to be able to open the baby bell live on stream? Oh god, this could really, I should have maybe prepared this earlier. So, I would get said baby bell. And, you know, please, whilst you're, is it Blue Peter time? Oh, it is. Don't you worry, Kenneth. You know where this is going. I once auditioned to be on Blue Peter. No, not to be on it, to be a presenter on it. Now I realise I've opened myself up to have to show you the show reel that I sent in. It's very embarrassing. Maybe that could be From the Vault. Next week's From the Vault is my Blue Peter presenter application. It's awful, by the way. I did it when I was like 20 or something. Anyways, here is your baby bell. Now, so what I would do is I'd open this up, you know. Are baby bells something that people have in other countries? I mean, it is my favourite of all the cheeses. Sometimes I feel like if I was a cheese, I'd be a baby bell, you know. Underrated, small, you know. Katy Perry once famously said, do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Well, I'm going to challenge her and say, have you ever felt like a baby bell? Yes, I have, is the answer. More than a plastic bag. So, we eat this goodness. And what you are left with... What's Blue Peter? asks a cat. Yeah, this is not going well in the native audiences. What? That's me. I'm the native. The other audiences, the international audiences. So Blue Peter is a show, a kids show, where they have presenters and they like make things and they have dogs. Am I explaining this right? And it was like, you know, had a very good theme song. You'd get a little Blue Peter badge. It was a wholesome show for kids, and there would be a lot of making and stuff. So this is what I would do. I would get this piece of, you know, baby bell wax, and I would make something out of it every time. So I brought this idea to work, and I challenged my friends. Not a cheese fan. What the hell? Sounds like a lot of creative license in this story. Hang on. So let's see if this works, everybody, because I challenged people at work. I brought them in I would do the baby bell run. Okay, I'd be like, hey everybody, I'm going on the baby bell run. Would you like some baby bells? And I would be throwing those baby bells out, and people would be like, ow, 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 catching them like, you know, like penguins at the zoo, okay? Everyone loved the baby bell run. But the baby bell run came at a price. You had to create something. So what I'm about to show you is the creations. Lucy introduced me to baby bells at primary school and decided, oh yeah, I did tell Bethany to eat the wax once. I'm a great friend, is the answer to that story. But I challenged my fellow co-workers to make something out of this. What you're about to witness is sad. Well, actually, some of them are sad, some of them are good. Because they're kind of like failed experiments. Remember, I don't know how many people have seen The Mighty Boosh, but it's like that skit. When I see these poor creatures, there was no animals harmed in the making of these. The animals may just be harmed in living after being made. It's kind of like, we are the mutant race, don't look at my eyes, don't look at my face. That's what I think about when I see these. So let's take a look at some of the creations made. Roll the clip and pray to God it works. Oh wait, I should probably. Okay? Can anybody tell me if the sounds are okay? So here we go. I might have to turn the music down. Is there music playing? I don't know. I can't hear. So here we go. We have two creations here. We have a turtle, and I believe that's an owl. That's there. So those were some creations. Let's move to the next one. Oh, and there you go. Look at these poor innocent creatures that are living. So we've got the turtle, we've got the owl, and now we have a crocodile in the mix. Seals at the zoo, thank you, yes. I don't know how loud the music sounds versus me, so I will just wait until somebody says something. Nice music, yes, it works! This is what I did in my lunch break today, everybody. Good. Oh, and look at this. Now, this is the problem, everybody. This is where the students became the master. I just brought this idea to the office as a joke, and people started making actual goodness out of it. Okay, so this is the crab that someone made, and this is the dog that I made. Look at this poor being. It's honestly like that frog in The Simpsons that says, "Kill me. Every second I'm alive is agony." So, yes, that is a poor creature that exists. And now look, now we're just showing off. This was Emma. Emma has now just destroyed us all by creating a T-Rex. Like, look at this. This is brilliant stuff here. And there is the T-Rex. So I just had to retire because I was just like, how can I compete with this? I mean, I made this monstrosity of an elephant. Now you're going to have to tilt your heads, I'm afraid, because I couldn't work out how to turn the footage of the clip without turning all the footages of the clips. And then somebody else outbested me with a better elephant. So they're part of the Baby Bella army. Now I'm calling out to you. Do you want to be part of the Baby Bella army? Please submit. Please buy a Baby Bell and submit your Baby Bell creation, and I will show it on the show next week. So just say, put your name of the creature and your age, and maybe your name too might be helpful. And I will go through them on the show. Now I'm not going to offer the task out without, because I want you to be creative. So I'm going to accept the challenge today. So I've got my bits here that I'm going to be now creating something. So let us roll the music. Is the music working? I don't know. It may be really loud. So what have we got here? I've got to clear some space for the making, so it's just, so we're going to just grab some scissors, now you've got to do it with the one bit of wax, okay? That's the main challenge. But if you want to get creative and add some of your own things to it, you can do that. It's up to you, to be honest. So we're just, mailing it away, we just get it in there. You don't know what you might need. You could do anything. That's just wrong Discord. What's going on? Yeah. So, and here we go. Voila. Now, in Blue Peter fashion, they say, "Here's one I made earlier." I didn't make this earlier. I 100% made it right now. There we go. Look at this little guy. What is it? What? I don't know if it's coming up very good on the. Very good. I don't know if. Oh, it's. Can you sit? There you go. That's a bit better. Well, hello, little creature that's come to be. Does anybody want to hazard a guess to what it is? Submit your photos on the Discord. Yes, Cat is all over this. Cat is the best. I mean, what can I do? So, this is my challenge to you, everybody. Get creative. Get some wax. Make a little thing. This is a bunny rabbit. I hope that you can see that. It's got little ears. I shall call it... What shall I call this little bunny rabbit? A rabbit! Thank you, Kenneth. You've got it. Hallelujah. Yes, I'm not just being mental. I mean, so here we go. Rabbit, 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 as the song famously goes. I shall call you, it looks like a Hoover. Thank you, Tasha. I'm going to call it Hoover. Okay? That's what it's going to be named. So, little Hoover is going to sit here on my laptop, because, what's that? Oh, every moment I live is agony. Okay, that's not that bad, surely. I mean, Easter Bunny, that's why, yes. So there we go. I look forward to seeing your creations. Okay, so that was the making segment. I think now let's go into a quick Q&A, because I realise this show has gone long. And there's still more to come, everybody. There's still the lockdown showdown. So put your questions now, or maybe I'll take a few. And then God, we still got 2 more segments, everybody. I wasn't sure. I didn't realise. Oh, what's happening here? I'm sitting on my phone. Fox more like. You think that looks like a fox? Rabbit. Wellington boots. What are the passes on the wall behind you? Oh, well, this is my work from home countdown, which someone did point out to me. Was like, technically you're counting up because I'm putting a strike every day, and I was like, don't be facetious, okay? I did it as a joke at the beginning, but I do actually legitimately cross off every day. Should we cross? I haven't crossed off a day yet. Should we do a live crossing? While you get your questions in, could it be a tiny Dalek? Are you saying this little innocent creature wants to exterminate me? That is harsh. Hoover just wants to be dead, probably, because it's just like, why have I been created? Right, there we go. Are you ready to cross off? Day something. Who knows what day it is the week anymore? God knows I don't. You can't... Alt, you can't ask me what my top 10 favourite games of all time are. Do you have all day? Because it will take all day. Let's just... I don't know. My floor's a mess. Is there blood on the countdown? No, I've not been counting off the days in blood. No, it's like a little, like, leaf pattern that's happening here. What's happening? Yeah. It's definitely not me doing that. No, the pass is hanging on the shelf. Oh, these are my lanyards that I've collected over the time that I've been collecting them. So I just like to have a nice collection. I've got the RTX ones, I've got this Marvel one, I've got a couple of PlayStation ones where I went to like events and stuff. That's what they are. I forgot that they're in shop. Now I've mucked all that. Oh, I've got my Adobe. Do you know what I like about this Adobe one? It says I was a delegate. And I'm like, a delegate. What games are you playing at the moment? Well, actually, I'm not really playing anything at the moment. It's just, I just go to bed at the end of the day. I literally, the last time I played the PlayStation was when I streamed live on Saturday. I haven't actually played anything since. What's your favourite type of food? Mine's Italian. Ooh, so we're talking about type as in like place. I know, I just like pizza. Does that count as Italian too? I mean, spaghetti's pretty okay. So's carbonara. Otherwise, I do like a curry, perhaps Chinese. You know, I'm just an all-round takeaway guy. You can't put a price on takeaways. Actually, you can, because that's how they make their trade. So, yes, Dumbo. Why is people talking about Dumbo? What? How's that come about? Will you have people call in? Actually, I do want to get guests on the show. There may be guests, and they might just be my family members for the start of this, but at some point, it won't just be me just going, someone else will be like, we can have a conversation. I'm going back to Red Dead 2 to do hunting. Cool. Right. I'm going to move on then, because there's not that many questions happening. Haven't had Mexican food in a long time. Yes, pizza counts. Yes. Right. Are you planning to... No, you're a Dumbo. My sister got spammed, by the way. I can see when people get spammed, and my sister got the spam bam hammer. The spam bam hammer. Oh, now she's been unspam bammed. The spam bam. Okay, I'm going to take this last question. What was the last movie you watched and liked? Annihilation? I don't watch movies very often. I guess I did like that. It was okay. Don't know what movie I watched before that. In the void of movies. Actually, I will do a segment one time where we talk about movies, because originally I was going to talk about news of the week, but everybody hears news of the week everywhere. Okay, here I'm picking news of the last century. You know, we're just flying by the seat of our pants, as I said. Right, I'm going to get my face off the screen. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Is the music still playing? Let's take the music off. That must be infinitely frustrating, because that's the end of the segment. That's the end of the creative segment now, and that's the end of the Q&A. Let's put this over here. Let's hope I don't get done for that. Right, so as I said at the beginning of the show, the end of the show, the lockdown showdown today, it's a serious piece, okay? It's a poetry recital, alright? I have it here. Now, the poem is called The Rock Chick on the Bus. Now, there is a little bit of a story behind this poem, okay? So, let's go back to 2006. Here it is. So, no, not 2006. 2006, that's a whole different story, okay? 2016 makes this story slightly less creepy. So, the date is 2016, okay? So I'm at a work thing, and after the work thing, we have to go to the pub. And I'm like, this is 2016 Lucy didn't go to the pub, okay? 2016 Lucy didn't do anything. She was like, oh God, the pub. I'll go for an hour. So I was at the pub with all these people that I kind of didn't really know because I was still new, and I was drinking this strawberry beer, and I was like, I'm going to pretend that I like it. I don't like beer. So I'm like, no. Tim's off. See you later, Tim. I felt like I was gonna never really live for that music. Right, I'm gonna concentrate on the story. So I kind of like made my excuses after like 45 minutes and was like, okay, I want to go home now because it was already kind of late-ish. For me, it was late for, 2016 Lucy. So I go to the train station and God forbid my trains were delayed, and I was like, God damn it. There's nothing more frustrating when your trains are delayed and you're already going to be late home. So I was like looking at the trains, and I was like, how am I going to get home? I'm going to pick this other train. Now, this other train takes me to a station that's still close to where I live, but it does require another bus journey to happen afterwards. So, yes, Bethany, I'm telling this story. I mean, if this show is nothing, it's just me humiliating myself. I mean, I might as well. I do enjoy a bit of self-deprecation. That is how you say it, right? So I get on the train, and the train is going so slowly. And at this point, my anger levels are increasing. I'm like, I just want to go home. So I'm already quite annoyed. So I get to the station, the stop that I need to get off of, and I'm like looking at my phone, and the bus is coming. So I'm like walking really fast to get the bus, and I just miss it. 'Cause one rewind. One rule that I always try and live by is never ever run for the bus. Okay, so I do some goddamn good power walking. All right, which is almost that probably looks stupider, I suppose. Me going. Trying to walk really fast, but I was like, no, I'm not going to run. So I missed the bus, and now my anger levels are like, and I'm just so annoyed. So the bus finally comes, and I've got music blaring in my ears. I get on the bus, and I sit at the front of the bus, and I sit there. It's dark now, ladies and gentlemen, and I sit there. I've got sunglasses on in the dark because that's how angry I was. So I'm sitting there like this, and I'm not going to be one of those huffy people that go out loud, but I was kind of like inferring I was angry. So I was like, sitting there with a proper look on my face. Now, when it's dark, maybe I should take these off, okay? But this was the look, just to give you context. Now, when it's dark on the bus and you're sitting at the front of the bus, your reflection is there. Now, I did not realise that someone was watching my reflection the whole bus journey. So the bus journey is about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and it gets to my stop. Now, I get off at one stop a little bit earlier than I should have or could have because, I don't know, there's a stop that I get off in the daylight and a stop that I get off in the dark light or the nighttime. So I get off at the nighttime stop and I walk down and I walk home and I've still got music in my ears. Now I've been walking for a good 5 minutes and I hear someone shouting. They're going, hey, and then a hand comes and grabs me and I go, ah! And the person's like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. And I was like, what is going on? I kind of didn't really register what's happening. So I took my headphones out. And he was like, oh, I was going to talk to you on the bus. And I was like, what? So this guy is now out of breath. He's like, oh, I was meant to get you on the bus, but then you got off the stop just before I was about to speak to you. And then when I went downstairs, there was a disabled person and they'd pressed the button and I had to wait for the disabled person to get off the bus. And I was like, this is too much to handle. And he was like, anyway, I wrote you this poem. And he gives it to me, and he's like, you don't have to read it now. It's not very good. I normally write things better, but just here you go. I just wanted to give you this. And I was like, firstly, I couldn't believe that this person not only had to wait for a disabled person to get off the bus, but they ran that far. Like, I was a pretty good far away from where I'd got off the bus. And I was just like, okay. And he was like, oh, I live around here, and if I see you around, you should come to the pub. And I was like, and this guy, I don't know who this guy was, but anyway, here we go. Here is the poetry recital when I got home and was slightly bemused by the whole situation for the rock chick on the bus. Let me see. Oh God, it's hard. And this is literally it. He wrote it. I don't know if you can see. Let me just check that people can see this. He wrote it on a bit of newspaper, and I kept it because no one's ever written me a poem before. And I was like, thanks. So here we go. The end of the show. Oh shit, a love letter. Right. A fantastic Thursday evening, and you've made it look much brighter. Now really I should tell you that I'm a much better writer. Your dark long hair and pretty face are the coolest I've seen. You look like you're a rock star and should have been on MTV. You seem a clever, creative chick in a t-shirt that's dark blue and funky grunge jeans and delightful Converse shoes. I'm a singer as my job, and well, I'd love to serenade you with all your funky wristbands. You make an awesome muse. Have a wonderful night. No, have a wonderful week. My number is blank, 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 and my name is Mr. Sweet. Let's eat some cheesecake together. And there you go. The rock chick on the bus, aka me. And I'm telling you, I looked so angry that day. How he wrote this, and from my clearly, that would be weird if you started watching this. Although it did make me chuckle, and it is quite funny. We never did go and get cheesecake together. Funny enough, because I was like, that might be weird. So there we go. The poetry recital for the lockdown showdown. The rock chick on the bus. These are my funky wristbands. Clearly, God, check me out. So now this is normally the end of the show where I want to leave you. Look, we're like bang on time, everybody. Look, this is brilliant. At the end of the show, normally we end with a quote. Did you get a message on the bus before? No, I didn't realise that this guy was watching me the whole bus journey, and it was a good 15 to 20 minute bus journey while he was writing this. Anyways, you can totally see the number. Oh no, can you? Please don't ring him. Please don't ring him. Oh God, I didn't realise that. I shouldn't have called attention to that. I feel really bad. Hopefully it was a long time ago and he's changed his number. Well, no. Now Bill's saying that I make it fun. It was nice, but it is kind of scary at the same time and kind of weird. But oh God, now I feel kind of bad for the story. But it is funny. And it was a long time ago-ish. So, let's end with a joke of the week this week. And, oh no, am I going to have to blur this out and re-upload this? I didn't think about this before. Can we all be nice? Oh, now I feel really bad. Anyway, let's move on. So we got a joke of the week, and I normally like to let's bring the guest in. Let's bring Hoover back, and what was that? You'd like to do a joke about cheese, seeing as you came from a cheesy world. Okay, so what's the joke? It's what kind of music do what kind of music do cheese like? R&B, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Well, that's the good thing about doing a joke to no audience is that you can't hear the tumbleweed. Yes, I would suggest. Oh man, I'm gonna have to put this video as unlisted and then re-upload it just in case. I feel terrible now. Oh no, I feel like a bad person. Anyways, that's the joke of the week. Wait, what's that? They can't all be Gouda, he says. Thank you, Hoover. Let's put that away. Let's see. I mean, that's all the cheese jokes. Let's oh no. Well, thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me, Alan. Oh, now I feel so bad. Like I feel really guilty. Anyway, let's just end the show with another joke because I actually do have one to say back to you. Because while you might have cheese jokes, I have a joke about steak. I heard this recently. This joke, by the way, so I'm totally ripping it off. Now it's very hard to make a joke about steak. I don't know if you know, because there's not many things you can say about steak jokes because there's a lot of steaks sometimes when you do have to make them. But when you do get a steak joke right, it's very impressive. Some may say it's a rare medium. Well done. Thank you very much, everybody, for today's Locking It Down with Lucy. I'm now going to... No, don't. Oh, this might have to be the forgotten episode in that case. Okay, I am now... Oh, no, I feel like the worst person ever, and I shouldn't have done that. I need a co-producer to help me not make these mistakes. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for joining the show. Stay safe out there. I hope everyone has a good week. And be cool to one another. Yeah, please don't do that. I feel terrible. Oh no, this has put a dampener on the end of the show now. I feel totally guilty. And I shall catch you all next week. Bye.